Always in Excel, there are multiple ways to accomplish the same thing. As a young Excel learner, in order to figure out how to do what I wanted to do, I realized that Excel always offered me these options. Number one, if I select something with my left cursor, where I select is going to give me options for when I hit my right mouse button. I don't know how you hit right mouse on a Mac. I know I can do it. But the beautiful thing is then, anywhere you click in Excel and you right mouse click, it's going to give you options on things to do. Once you learn what Excel can do, second thing you need to learn is how to do it. And then the third thing you learn is how to do it even faster. So for example, if I left mouse click on M1 production and leave my cursor over that, and then right mouse click from that same left mouse cursor position, it will give me specific options, one of which should be move or copy. You see it? Select move or copy then. The first thing it will ask you is destination. Here's what's cool about Excel too. If you have multiple workbooks open and this workbook over here wants to do something just like what this one's doing, you can copy to another file. Or you can make a brand new one. Just grab this one and make me a new one. And I often use that as like my scratch paper off to the side. But we don't want to move. We want to create a copy. And then you can even place it somewhere. So why don't you click on M1 production and it will put it right next to M1 production, but it will call it M1 parentheses 2. Not only can I, for those of you who it worked, my left mouse is still on top of the tab name. I'm going to right mouse click it again. And guess what else? I'm going to copy it twice. And now what do I have? M1, M2, and M3. First thing that my brain says is put them in order. So I'm going to drag M1 to be next to M2, and I'm going to drag M3 to be next to M2. So now I have M1, M1 with a 2 on it, M1 with a 3 on it. Well, why don't we do this then? Let's change the names of our spreadsheets from M1 to M2 production. Let's change the name of our spreadsheets from M2 or M1 to M3 production. How did I do that? Again, in Excel, it's mostly based off of where your cursor started. And in this case, to edit, double click. Guess what? You could probably right mouse click. There's a command called rename. All right.
We figured it out, Professor.
Excellent. Okay. Now that we have an M2, the first thing I wrote down we have to attack is this quantity formula, because we have M1 and M2. Probably should change this, don't you think? This one isn't Model 1. Let's change our label so that we have a Model 1 and Model 2 presented to us. I'm now sitting in cell C3 on my M2 production tab. Watch this. Formulas. Trace precedence. It gives me this little ... guy. Girl, they, whatever you like. If I double click on that thing, it shows me the things that precede this formula are all coming from here. There's 4 of them, and if I want to, I double click on one, it jumps me right to the first part of that formula, which shows me this is coming from Model 1 C3 off the tab called Online. If I go back to that formula again on M2, where I had my trace precedence, I could do that for all of them, so that in Q1, Model 1 in Asia, we got none. remove arrows off of the formulas menu if you like, because now we have to fix our formula. We don't want model 1. It's equals from online. What is Q1's model 2 sales? Plus, from North America, what is model 2's Q1 sales? Plus, from Europe, what is model 2's Q1 sales? Plus, from Asia, what is model 2's Q1 sales? Enter, and do you agree with me? 60. What if we copy and paste that formula across? Why did that work? Because we used relative references. We didn't use those $ things. So column C became column D, which became column E, which became column F. Whereas if I had done the $, they would have stayed. All right. Let me see, where's this one? Now we need to, as per the board, update our cost assumptions. So let me pull up my example that we're building to. It's over here. All right, M2 production. Let's get these numbers in here. Model 2's engines are $5,000, still 4 tires, but they're $50 each. Still 4 seats, but they're $250 each. Let me scoot out of your way. You're still. How am I getting what for? Oh, hold on. Don't look up here at this. Just look here. Just look here. Just look here. This isn't my live one. Hang on. He just said that. Don't look there. Just update these, please. Okay? Just update those. I'm going to close that for you guys. All right. Here's my actual Model 2 one. Now are we okay with the quantity? All right. Now that we have our cost assumptions built up, let's check our totals. 8752, 765. Anybody agree? What did we not change? I didn't or you didn't? The assumptions for what?
For like cost per engine, cost per tire, and cost per seat.
Oh, I didn't change it on mine now. Gotcha. Because now I'm on the real one. Was it 5,000?
5,000,
Yeah.
50, and 250.
Thank you very much. Excellent. That will have a big impact on my numbers. 7129165. Survey says we're geniuses. Let's stop recording.